Pain affects more Americans than diabetes, heart disease, and cancer combined. Chronic pain is the most common cause of long-term disability. 1 in 50 Americans are estimated to have fibromyalgia. These are the real stories of people who once suffered from chronic diseases.
Hi, I'm Dr. Faith Lucian. I've been treating patients with the Neurologic Relief Center technique for almost 2 years since I was treated with the technique. In less than 3 months, my severe fibromyalgia and sleep disorder, whereas waking once every 4 minutes, almost completely disappeared. I went from working 14 hours a week, incredibly pained and tired, to working 60 hours a week. I felt so good, and I continue to feel fantastic. I now am able to help thousands of people with not only severe chronic pain, fatigue, numbness and tingling, burning and loss of strength, but also symptoms associated with fibromyalgia, MS, lupus, Parkinson's, RSD, rheumatoid arthritis, and the list goes on. The results can be best explained by the patient, so I'm going to let them talk now.
Severe fibromyalgia. My pain was at a 10 plus level. I had pain as in horrible headaches, body aches, kind of like you have when you have the flu, but 100 times worse. I had piercing, shooting pains like somebody was stabbing me with an ice pick. I had irritable bowel syndrome, awful. I had dizziness where I couldn't even sit up, let alone stand up. My pain level, it was extreme, and it was every minute of every day. There was no relief unless I took a painkiller.
Pain, well, it started back 8 years ago after I had a C-section with my second son. Trauma to the body is what they're saying that provokes it. And a week later, after I had my baby, all of a sudden my body was just in severe pain where it's like you have the flu, like you live with it all day long. Exhaustion. Couldn't even hardly get out of bed. You're exhausted all day long. The pain. I had headaches, excruciating headaches, irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah, it was awful. And they didn't actually know when to, what it was for months. They're testing for lupus, for cancer, for MS, all types of. I would do IVs. I would sit in a doctor's office for 4 hours getting IVs pumped into me, trying to make me feel better. What else did I do? Just a bunch of things. And right about in the middle of spring, April, May 2010, I was at my wit's end, hurting, couldn't do anything. I couldn't take care of my boys. That's the biggest thing. When you can't take care of your boys, you can't take care of your husband. It's really devastating. I met Faith through a night class called South Bay Adult School in California, and she was there teaching on fibromyalgia, so I thought, well, I have nothing to lose, so I'll go and see what she has to say about it. And so she, talked, did her whole spiel, and I went in for testing the next day, and that's the end of the story. It's just been amazing since then. The test is you come in and she puts a huge amount of pressure on your jaw area back in your neck, and she tests you and she decides, if you can do it or not. And she did. And once she started testing me, it was within, immediate relief. And it's just like something going through your body. And it's like, it takes over. And it's just like, thank goodness you're doing this to me. There's so many doctors who say so many different things. Trauma to the body was what started it for me. And, it was awful. And nobody knew what it was. That's the thing. Nobody knew. And now we're finally getting to where we can tell people and have people go and see this, because you don't want all those medications in you. Oh my goodness. Dr. Faith is amazing. I love her. She saved my life. Seriously, I was at the bottom, really, bottom, and she came in and saved my life. And it was rigorous treatment, 3 times a day, 5 times a week, but you got to do it. And I did it, and I'm just like, pain levels at a 0. Oh, I'm back. My kids have their mom. My husband has his wife. I have my life back. I can do things. I'm not tired all the time. I don't have to take a nap. Nobody can touch, now I can give hugs. They can touch me. It's unbelievable. I was so skeptical to begin with too, and it's like, I've done everything I can. You have nothing to lose. You should go try it. And it's phenomenal. Do it, because, you know, the alternative is probably just medications. And you don't want that.